she knew that if I had the opportunity that I would leave, she actually supported it. And the most traumatic thing was that the day I was leaving, I couldn't tell her. The only member of my family who knew that I was actually leaving was my cousin, who was my sort of also buddy and a cousin, older cousin. And I couldn't tell my mom. I couldn't tell anybody, and that was most sort of difficult. The thing was that for me it was actually quite difficult to leave. I mean, the week prior to the trip, where I knew that I was going to attempt to escape, emotionally that was the most kind of taxing time frame. What's interesting is that the friend of mine that I escaped with was extremely upbeat at the time, because he was just planning the trip. He was just expecting that his wife would join us later on, and he was carefree, kind of upbeat. So he helped me tremendously during this time. After we escaped, a couple of weeks later, when we were already in Bonn, he was actually for weeks down, completely devastated, and he was thinking about going back, returning to Czechoslovakia. But at that time, I completely turned around, and I was extremely upbeat about the fact that we made it, and that it makes sense for us to sort of stay. And he claims that I helped him to actually, that I kept him there. So what's interesting is that if it didn't work that way, maybe we would never leave, or he would have returned or something like that. So it worked out well that we could support each other.